1976 was a year of two pulsars. There was the French symphonic space rock band, and there was this next act that was not so much a band as a studio project between two library soundtrack musicians. The informally called Pulsar Music Ltd. They released a small press soundtrack to a 1976 Italian film, Milano Violenta. And from that album, the track Subway. I'm thinking there must be a chase going on right here. I'm thinking that something kind of suspense-ridden is happening right here. Like someone's waiting for a subway to arrive. Someone's like looking for someone on a subway. Someone's trying to identify someone incognito in a subway. Oh god, I love that woodwind. Yeah, that adds quite a bit of nuance melodically. Love that brisk pace, like how the drumming kind of like doubles up on every other bar. It's kind of like this gallop, 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 roll, gallop, 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 roll kind of thing. Oh, I hear that crispness of the piano there. Oh, got really some like ivory going on here. The two people responsible, okay, Enrico Pieranunzi, Pieranunzi, Italian jazz pianist, composer, and arranger. And so he's the one, I guess, giving us the ivory diamonds that we're hearing. And the other guy is Silvano Chimenti, who's a guitarist. So I guess he's giving us kind of that chug-a-chug. Maybe I am hearing a little bit of faint, like, wah-wah guitar in there. It's just so buried. Yeah, I'm hearing that. And who is giving us that woodwind? Just crisp. Oh, that piano, just like, you know, like ivory, like glistening on like a waterfall. Yeah, glistening light. This is with that piano. This is taken on a much more beautiful feel, whereas before, like in the first minute or so, I was getting more kind of a frantic, nervous feel from this track. Okay, the translation of the film, Bloody Payroll. Let's see, a little bit of synopsis. 1976 Italian film written and directed by Mario Caiano, described as more of a film noir than a poliziottesco. In other words, the Italian word for crime and action film. Finally, the woodwind and the piano are kind of overlapping. Oh, this whole thing has been in 6/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. And just going up a half step, like no, no, no. Yeah, just beautiful little touch at the end there. Yeah, just going up from like basically D flat to D, mostly D flat or C sharp to D. Yeah, that was Subway by Pulsar Music Ltd, the studio concoction of soundtrack composers Enrico, I'm not going to try and murder that name again, and Silvano Chimenti, who, let's see, both of them, yeah, their work has gained quite a following in the 21st century in like library music circles and red roof circles. Yeah, Chimenti was was one of the guys behind those I Gress albums of the mid '70s, and Enrico has a whole list of credits to his names. Yeah. Yeah, the Space Jazz Trio, too many to mention here. Let's hear another track from this album, Dreamland. Okay, this is sounding ominous already. It's dreamy, but it's also kind of spooky. But not enough to be a nightmare. I love that little glowy sound that keeps perforating over that really dark bass line. I think a tritone, da, C, F sharp. Yeah, a little tritone with just little perforating, glowy keyboard sounds over it, like kind of matted production. The kind of matted, bassy production uh, aids in the lucid quality of it all. Because, dreams aren't crystal clear. Crystal clear, like high-end production wouldn't work for this, wouldn't have the same effect. It sounds like it sounds like there may have been like a blanket put over the microphone in front of the drum set. Or maybe there were like blankets put on top of the drums. Oh, those like echoey keyboards, those kind of like flute tones. I don't know, flute tones like on an electric piano or something, or if such a thing existed. kind of dreams this character is having, or really I'm wondering what kind of sequence this played over, if it did play over, if it did appear in the film. Oh, and those sustained sounds, kind of like wind in a tunnel. Light touches that just kind of echo and get all kind of like, it's almost like glitter. Yeah, tritones are like great for these tracks that are supposed to be kind of like ominous. No, I love the just like pitch bending, kind of like billowing. They're layering it on more and more. I wonder how many musicians are involved in this particular track. I wonder if the other Pulsar knew about this album. Probably not, but it would have been interesting to have known what the two thought about each other, because they're different, but they're not necessarily as a world apart or a pulsar apart. I mean, both are kind of into atmospheric sounds and. I could imagine. Well, the reason I bring that up here is because I could imagine, even though this isn't necessarily something that the French Pulsar would have done, I could imagine some of the members would have liked this track nonetheless. The last one was nothing like the French Pulsar, but this one, I mean, both are kind of in that ominous, spacey, kind of at times spooky or frosty or whatever you want to call it. Like the French Pulsar are very frosty. That's one word to describe them. That was Pulsar Music Ltd. With Dreamland, a very haunting, very atmospheric instrumental from from the album that came out under the title Pulsar Music Ltd., but was actually containing soundtrack music for a movie, Milano Violenta. And since these tracks are so short, let's just hear one little more short instrumental, High Tension. Those like tapping tap sustain of the cymbals, kind of sort of with this sort of lurching, yeah, kind of indicates that something tense is about to occur, like looming tension. The way that guitar just starts to kind of brim up out of nowhere, out of like a fire pit. I'm picturing like shadowy, silhouetted figures in an alley, in a kind of like a smoky, grimy alley. Kind of like borderline fractious shards of guitar. That slight wavering on the note. Hear that icy like organ just kind of rise and rise and. Someone's about to meet their maker. Oh, the way it's all colliding here. We got that sustain or like that synth. We've got the guitar kind of like fuzzing, kind of low. Accents on like the piano and. Yeah, very tense, foreboding. Minute and 45 seconds there. High tension, appropriately called, by Pulsar Music Ltd. And before that, the tracks Dreamland and Subway, all soundtracks to their 1976 movie, which Milano Violenta, which translates to Bloody Payroll. Yes, and yeah, I'm kind of interested in at least going and watching a trailer from that. Anyway, for more Rubies and Sapphires from the Pulsar Music Ltd. Album and many other Italian library and soundtrack albums from the 70s, including the I Gress albums that Pulsar Music Ltd. Contributing member or co-collaborator Silvano Chimenti was behind. See the directory of albums by Italian artists linked in the description below. Like and subscribe and follow me on social media, and leave a comment if there are any observations you have about the musical nuances, layers, mood, and overall vibe and sounds of the 3 tracks we just heard. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most air-traveled tram maximalist, signing off.